You guys out there today tuning in on a new episode of Chasin Birdies with your two favorite podcast hosts, Jonathan and RB. What's up, buddy?
What's shaking?
That was weird. That was weird.
What was weird?
Well, the intro, like, I just don't know. You know, sometimes I say the same thing over and over again, so that was different but weird.
Well, because it is always the same thing, so that's why it feels weird. But, you know, what's not weird is that today's episode is brought to you by Red Vanley. Go over to redvanley.com, check them out, load up on the fall gear that they just launched. I'm checking my front door, wait for some stuff here. Got a member guest here in about 2 weeks, so that's exciting. But we're off to a terrible start on the college football gambling scene. We're 0 for 2 as of last Saturday. We took Florida State. Georgia Tech upset them. And SMU was a 27-point favorite, and they won by 3. So don't follow suit. And, you know, we kind of talk about it casually, which we will continue to talk about as the season gets going, but definitely fade. If you want to make money, you fade. You fade us. Right now. But I'll tell you what, I'm excited for Morgantown, West Virginia here in 2 days. Garrett Green, Nico's going to look great on the sideline.
That's, you know what? Grooming. That's all. We got Garrett doing what he's going to do, just like he did last year.
And if you know what, Nico needs to come into the game, he's going to be ready. They've been busting their butts. Yep. So the boys. West Virginia, Penn State, number 8, Penn State coming into Morgantown, West Virginia. And I'm excited, bud. I know Parker's excited. He's going to the game.
I'll tell you what, we got a hell of a lot better football team than that team up there in your neck of the woods. I'll tell you that much.
What play?
Yeah, Pitt. But I like our chances. The line keeps dropping. I don't know where it is at this point in time, but as of now, today, 8.5, dropping down a little bit. You might even catch it at 7 by the time kickoff comes.
Well, bud.
They need some PSU money.
I caught him at plus 10 when I saw that. I put it in.
Yep, that's golden, bud. So that's golden. And I can feel the vibe. I can feel the buzz in Morgantown already. Like, everyone's stoked. Everyone's coming in. This game, yada yada yada. You know, granted, it's a 12 o'clock kickoff, but still national televised.
Weird, but it's so. Let's get them at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, or 3:30. Last year, it was the night game up there in Happy Valley, which, you know, was nice, but 12 o'clock, you got to get the show, put the brats on at 9, which we'll do. Actually, we won't, but we'll crack one.
So looking forward to seeing all you yo-yos down there in Morgantown on Saturday. But how about, you know, I got to give a shout out to Keegan Bradley.
Dude.
My man almost didn't get into the FedEx.
Right.
Sneaks in, wins the BMW. He is the third United States Ryder Cup captain to ever win the year they were announced to be captain.
Yeah.
It was Jack Nicklaus and Davis Love were the other two captains that won the same year that they were announced captain of the United States. So, Keegan Bradley, you're not listening. Probably no one you know is listening, but congratulations. What a win.
Second BMW championship.
Yeah, incredible win. So, now he's off to Atlanta for the FedEx Cup. And how do you leave the guy off the President's Cup now?
Right. Oh, he played great all 4 days. I mean, obviously, if you watched the golf tournament, Adam Scott had the large lead, shot that nice second round score or whatnot. But it just goes to show you that anyone can win anytime. And Keegan really, it was fun watching him. I mean, even coming down the stretch, he had whatever on 17, hits that 5-iron, 218 right there, makes nice little birdie, leaves Eagle on the lip. But he played really well, man. So I was happy to see him win. It's kind of like it's justified a little bit, you know, with respect to what happened last year.
Yeah.
You know, so that was good. And then Mason Williams was playing out in Boise in the Corn Ferry Tour event, which was fun to see him moving on up there a little bit. So, I mean, you know.
It was a good week for West Virginia golf. We got Christian Brand won that big amateur event in Virginia. And then Pat Carter advanced. At this point, I don't know what he ended up doing, but he did advance and make the match play in the senior amateur. So it's been a great run for the West Virginia boys. I think maybe Ian Patrick Archer even won like one of the gas station events that you guys have.
Yeah.
So it's been all, I mean, it's all the same. So
and IPA is in Morgantown, and he's buzzing around.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. And, so good things are happening here. And it's a little bit sad to see that at 7:30, 8 o'clock, the days are getting shorter. But, this weekend is the full force kickoff weekend for college football. So it's kind of fitting in that regard. But with respect to the Morgantown talk, we have a hometown, you call him a celebrity, Instagram celebrity, with Andrew Saab here on Chasin Birdies, also known as 19th Society. And I tell you what, he makes some really good videos of you.
yeah, and for the videos that you see of Ryan and I, 19th Society is the one who creates them. So without further ado, a little less of us talking and listen to what 19th Society, a.k.a. Andrew Saab, has to say. Let's roll it on over to him.
Yeah, and make sure you guys check him out on Instagram. Let's go. All right, y'all out there tuning in today to Chasin Birdies. And not only do I smell football in the air, I still smell a little bit of fall golf coming up here. And today we have an Instagram enthusiast, Andrew Saab, a.k.a. 19th Society, joining us here on Chasin Birdies. It's been long overdue, my man.
How we doing?
We doing?
Pep, how's the leg?
It's great, man. It's great. I'm currently, I've played a couple rounds of golf, and I'm swinging with my right toes planted in the ground, heel in the air, so that we're not getting any rotation. I wear an ankle brace, high top shoes. I mean, we got it all going on, but
hey,
it feels good.
You're golfing. Yeah.
I'm golfing, dude. That's all that I care about. And but it's good to finally get you on here. I've been so excited for this one. You played a little cat and mouse with us, which I appreciate.
Well, he was kind of shadow banned.
Yeah, well, he just came off a suspension of Instagram, which we got to get into that. So welcome back to Instagram from 19th Society.
Thank you.
It's, man, we got, like Bash said, we got fall, ball, both sides of it, football, golf, in the air, and there's a big one on Saturday, boys.
Is there anything better than just like, playing fall golf in the morning and then just afternoon football games? Like, is that not a perfect day?
It's the only day.
And you can get that Saturday and Sunday, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
You going to the game on Saturday?
Yeah, I think I may dabble over that way. Yeah, I mean, it's probably, I think what they said, the biggest home game since 1998. So, I mean, that's...
Who they play, Marshall then?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I mean, yes.
Well, that was a pretty shitty reaction there, 19th Society.
Hey, I frequent Huntington often, so
hey,
I have respect towards Marshall, but
it's a good little town down there in Huntington, West Virginia.
I do like Huntington. It's not bad.
Where's your watering holes there? You go to the Union, don't you?
I've been to the Union. I went to Huntington Ale House one time. There was a German beer house I went to down there. I think it's kind of newer, but it was pretty good. But and then there's a Black Sheep Burritos place, which is kind of like a Black Bear.
Yeah, that seems new. I didn't know anything about that. But dude, WVU, I locked them in last Thursday at +10.
+10. I think the line moved to +8 now. So.
Yeah, and I think they keep saying it's gonna go down more. I actually think WVU is gonna beat that ass. I hope they do.
They could.
I hope they do too.
We'll see what happens.
I was out playing at the Pines the other day, and I listened to your guys' episode with Garrett Green. He actually he played through the other day. He was with one of his coaches and Cole Taylor as well. They're out there playing, and they were in a hurry. We're like, yeah, absolutely, get play through. We have nowhere to go. So he was a pretty cool guy. Dude,
GG can fucking smoke it now. I don't know if you saw him hit the driver at all, but he takes a rip at it.
Yeah, took a rip and put it right down the middle of the fairway. The hole he was playing through. So
well, that's good shit, man. So you, my friend, you have a big following there on Instagram with your 19th Society. So you guys listening out there, make sure you check him out. Really funny shit. You probably saw stuff of me and Pep. all the videos that we posted of Pep riding the back. Well, I don't know what that was. Was that Anchorman?
There are so many.
The one video was Dumb and Dumber. I do know that
For sure.
The one from was it Wedding Crashers? No.
I thought it was Anchorman.
Old school, the streaking one.
Old school.
With my wife involved in that one, which is hysterical.
I did some research on that one. Yeah,
that is, dude.
You must have done some research.
You've got 19,000 followers. How did this all start, and how much time has it taken to get to this point? Because I'm not kidding you. These videos, not just the ones you send of us, because I like to see myself, but all the ones you were doing are so damn funny. Where does it come from?
I don't know. I guess it's like just, one of those immature, teenage kids personalities that I have, where they quote movie quotes from, mature movies like Step Brothers and, just all the movies growing up. I've used plenty of, Will Ferrell influence in some of my content, but I also try and keep some of my content what's, happening now. And that's where you see a lot of these content and accounts thrive is they post, what's going on now. But I kind of like my page because, it comes from a certain set of, music and movies that, I'm used to. And there are some things that I post, you haven't seen in a while. So, like I love posting the Talladega Nights. I love posting, I'm trying to think just off the top of my head, some of the stuff that I've been using. And there are just a bunch of YouTube videos where I'm just able to edit it and just put different faces on it. And, that's basically my content.
So I'm going to need you, after we get off this episode, I need you to do some Caddyshack ones, because I don't know if it's true still to this day, but probably up until about 3 months ago, Ryan Bashauer, the golfer he is, has never saw Caddyshack.
Well, he's not incorrect, but I have seen it now. Yeah, now I have seen it.
But that literally happened in the last 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, within the last year, I've first time watched it. Sometime
That's
this year.
insane to me, dude.
Well, because I know, man, but it's like it's hard to watch movies. I have a hard time watching movies.
You just think to yourself sometimes how many movie quotes that someone said that just probably just went over your head because you've never seen Caddyshack.
Oh yeah, all the time. And it's like, well, and I laugh, I giggle about it, hee. But it's like, yeah, at some point I'm in the dark. But honestly, the other issue is it's not so much that I can't get into a movie. It's just the fact that I also fall asleep because I'm kind of
induced or
no, I don't know what it is. It's just that I just get tired. Do you ever get tired just watching a movie?
Very much so. But, for me, I do, but I actually fall asleep a lot watching golf.
Golf is soothing, though. You know what I mean? I think for me, if I'm falling asleep, depends on how horizontal I am. If I'm reclining back, there's definitely a chance I'm falling asleep in the chair. Sitting up, maybe, but yeah, I get what you mean about falling asleep to golf.
And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Sometimes watching the Champions Tour, which I do enjoy doing, that is what I find soothing. Because I'm looking at these old cats that we used to watch.
Freddie Couples swinging.
20 years ago. And it's kind of reminiscent. It kind of takes me back a little bit. And man, I could just fall asleep, especially when I play on the West Coast. I don't know what it is when I see those mountains and pines and these old guys just playing golf. It's therapeutic, kind of.
It's honestly, if you put any British or English accent announcing any golf tournament, I'm pretty sure I fall asleep. Because you're watching something, you're like, yes, here comes NELs. He's walking up to the 13th. Yes, he's about 134 yards out. Slight wind from right to left. And you're just like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna fall asleep here.
Yeah.
So where did your inspo for the whole page come from? 19th Society, explain it to us, because it is, like I said, it is so funny. Which you probably, the 10 people that listen to our episode, they probably already follow you.
So there's a bigger following than that.
But where did it come from, man?
Well, I started to get back into golf, I think. So I played golf when I was younger. And then travel baseball started and there was a lot less time for golf. And I really got back into golf when I was playing college baseball because at that time I was a relief pitcher. So what do pitchers do on their off days when they're not pitching? They usually try and golf. So I really got back into it like a little bit after college. And then from there, I started playing more and more. And then, I love the content, just scrolling on Instagram sometimes. You see all these funny memes and everything. I was just like, you know what? There are some good, golf content accounts. But I was like, you know what? I could do this. Like, it's not that hard. I could figure out how to edit videos. And, there are a few apps that I use to try and, make the content that I use. So I was like, I could use that. And this is all happening during COVID. So there's a lot of isolation where I'm by myself and you're just looking at your phone.
Yeah.
And, it's during that time where you can't talk to anybody. But the best way I can explain it, relate to it, is like when you post something, and it's really good. It's like telling a good joke where you're in a room full of people and everyone just busts out laughing. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's that good feeling when you're just like, yeah, I said a good one. Yeah. So it kind of started out with that. And then, I had a few good posts that just really took off. And then it's just been kind of building ever since, when I'm not shadow banned from some of the content that I post. But
how the hell do you get banned from Instagram? Like, what was the story that happened that this recent time? Because it's been 2 times, right? This isn't the first time offense.
And I think it was the same video. It could have been my fault posting it the second time, but
double down.
It really, I thought it was a it was like flagged as like a false information. This is not. And it was like something political. And in the video I was editing was, a bar full of people cheering, over, I think, an English Premier League game. And really what it was the Masters intro, like from CBS. So like the intro is going on as soon as, the Masters logo pops up, the entire crowd goes crazy. So that's what the video was. And like, the thing is, they like flagged me like a week later. Like, it wasn't like you post it and it's like 10 minutes later, you're like, no, you got to take this down.
Do you think Augusta has something to do with that?
I don't know. I haven't gotten Masters tickets yet. So, I mean, that could be a potential, possibility.
That's it.
That's it, dude.
I mean,
that's
We're
it.
rolling with that. Where did you play baseball at?
I played at West Virginia for 3 years.
So you're a mountaineer.
Pitched for a little bit, ran into some arm troubles and, just never came back from it. So graduated from there, got my master's from there. And
that's great. Now you have 19 Society. Not that you really don't have anything else in your life going on. I know you do, but that's what we know you as. So
yeah.
So let me go back to this banning thing because it's really interesting to me. Not that I care, but I feel like there's so many more things on Instagram that are offensive if people get offended these days. I mean, I know people do. I really don't. I don't know if I've ever been offended, to be honest with you. But my point is, there are so many other things on there that people may find offensive. And maybe yours was more a trademark issue or something akin to that. I don't know. But to be banned for that is just like fucking ridiculous, if you ask me.
Yeah. I just, I really wasn't sure. I tried to reach out to him.
To Augusta?
And you got the bot.
No, Augusta, I can't really get anywhere with them. No, to Instagram, no, the customer, support, the hotline, it doesn't really...
it doesn't work.
Doesn't ring back. No hotline bling. If you know
no one
I mean.
Calls you back.
So, like, do you take that and you're like, that's kind of cool, I just got banned from Instagram? Or are you like... Because you had a little side gig going on there that they didn't really know about, huh? You got around it temporarily.
Yeah, I got around it temporarily, just make a backup account, but they got me around for a little bit, but just get used to posting that stuff. And the worst part is like I got shadow banned and there were just like a million things going on with like the PGA and LIV and like all this stuff. And you're just like, no one can see my stuff. Like, I'm just like over here trying to reach out. Like, I'm writing postcards to people going, hey, if you get a chance, you have to probably type it in the search bar to look me up, but this is my account. So,
what a terrible time.
It's just a terrible time. And to be honest, I think I mean to side segment from that, but like, I think that's kind of why my account has grown so much in the past 4 years. Cause you got to think, what has happened in the past 4 years, in professional golf, in the world of professional golf, and just the drama that's going on. So when you're able to post something relatable to other people that they can laugh at, just this comedy. I like to, if there was one thing I could say that my page is, I'm the South Park of golf memes, of golf content. We kind of like, don't mean to be super offensive. You just kind of like, we kind of make fun of everybody.
It gets the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
19,000 followers, probably a few more. Was there one person that you followed that you're like, wow, this guy followed me, that's pretty cool, like, or this girl?
Well, after being at Live, Greg Norman following me back was pretty cool.
Oh, that's sick.
Really?
Yeah, he followed me back, and I was just like, I had a double take for a second. I was like, this is a fake account. Like, I'm just like, nope, that's a blue check mark. That is Greg Norman. And just like, I've tagged him in like a few posts, and he'll respond every once in a while and say, hey, hey mate, that's hilarious, and, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty fucking cool.
The shark.
Yeah. Third leg Greg, man.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Greg.
So you,
dude, that thing.
You went down to the Greenbrier in good old White Sulphur. And so you were there last year, which obviously we ran into each other. I didn't make it this year. So was it about the same vibe, or how was it, compared to last year?
It was a little bit, I think Saturday there was a little bit more packed, and probably the most packed I've seen. Also, it kind of helped that the state fair was also going on in that area.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There were a lot of people that were like bouncing back and forth between the state fair and the Live tournament. But I mean,
makes sense.
2 years in a row down there, like, I really can't complain being able to see on Sunday Bryson shooting 58 the first year, and then and this year you get to see Brooks Koepka and John Rahm battle it out on a playoff hole on the par 3 on 18, right, in front of the Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Just that area.
That's true.
I mean, it was, I would say for that weekend and what was going on in professional golf, I think that tournament lived up to, like, a lot more people tuned in than what you would have thought, rather than watching the FedEx.
Yeah. Yeah. It probably was a little more exciting. I'm happy to hear that it went well, though, down there, because that's such a good spot. And for them to have Liv, be a part of it, I hope it continues. I thought the first deal was for 2 years, correct? Have you heard anything?
I heard it was just a 2-year agreement, just from what I read in the podcast. But, yeah, that's just a 2-year agreement, so I don't know where it's going to go from there.
Where I'm a firm believer, and I have enough relationships there, and I don't think that they would tell me if they did even know, but based on where the Live Tour goes for their events, which are a lot of past PGA Tour stops,
yeah,
I feel like Nemacolin has to be on that docket. I mean, 1,000%. The show that they would put on, number one, would be out of this world. And the golf courses are great. Mystic, they would eat Shepherds alive, but Mystic would be a great test of golf. And
I don't think they would play Shepherds.
Man, I love Mystic and Shepherds. I haven't played it in, I think, 2 years, but every time I go up there.
We got to change it.
Yeah.
Well,
we got to get up there.
I played it yesterday, shot 100. I don't think they would play Shepherds. Do you?
I don't think they would either, but
no, I think
it could be a fun test to show like how good they are, and then go to Mystic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here's my thing, Bash. Like 9 on Shepherds, if they back it all the way up, that's 660.
Yeah, but it's one hole.
Now 10, they're going to fly 3-iron from no matter whatever tee you're on.
Right. But no, but to your point,
like I didn't ask you about that.
But I know what you're saying. But Mystic would be.
It'd be incredible, dude. And it's a perfect venue for a live tour event. I think that would be so freaking cool.
Yeah.
So with breaking news, guys, if you really want to know, I don't know anything if it's going to happen or not.
We'll just put it out there. Put it out in the universe.
We can petition for it. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Well, it might come true now. And that's the thing too, like you hear what John Rahm's saying about everything, and obviously
is he saying that? Because
I don't know. I mean, I've read it. I've seen some things that he has said in quotations, but my point is the mood. I don't think he really.
Yeah, I don't think it's all marshmallows and.
No.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean,
I think a lot. I think for a lot of those live guys, I think they were hoping that there was going to be more spotlight on them than 4 events of a year, and it's just not.
Right.
And I think some of them, it's killing them because their brand's being killed slowly but surely.
Right. And I think it's tough for golf right now. Everybody wants to see a resolution, but it just seems like they're getting nowhere with that right now. And I feel like they're just two heads. I feel like if you just remove, I just feel like we don't have the right people in there right now. I feel like the PGA Tour does, and then like the Live side does, but I feel like there just needs to be, I guess, less cutthroat, hey, we need this, we need that. No, we can't do this. Where, I think it should just be a more formed league where you're able to bounce back and forth. I think the PGA Tour will always take precedence just because of tradition and the players that want to stay here, like, want to play in America.
Right.
But I feel like, just the legal battle, anytime there's any legal battle involved, it's going to take a long time.
I mean, if I'm Rory McIlroy, which I'm not, but if I'm him, I'm very upset with how, and he was upset in the Netflix show. I mean, dude, this guy went to bat. He was the spokesperson without, quote unquote, being the spokesperson. He was defending the PGA Tour. Him and Tiger were doing everything, and he gets kind of sidetracked from it, by it, and it now all of a sudden you don't hear anything from him or Tiger about anything. So I feel like there's something going on.
It could be.
Yeah, and I think that's also, their media people saying, hey, let's just back off from this. Let's, not be as vocal or just, move on. But yeah, I think that, at the end of the day, I just rather see that both of them just focus on golf, being the top two, or, whatever. I still think Tiger's got that one last kick in him. I'm still one of those people. Everyone's just like, no, he's done. He's done. I'm just like, no, he's got one more. You guys don't see it yet, but he's just going to out of nowhere.
I'm you, but the last 2 majors, it's tough to watch, man. It's really hard to watch him. It literally hurts you watching him play because there's no power off that right leg, and he's just like kind of just lifting up and hoisting it. And my big question on that is for Tiger, knowing that he gets so tired, all these golf courses he's played a million times. Why is he playing a Monday practice round at Pinehurst number 2 or wherever the British Open was? Like, dude, you're just wasting energy playing that. You already know that. Go hit some golf balls. Go eat some lunch. Maybe play 9 holes on Tuesday and then back 9 on Wednesday. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's wasting a lot of energy, and he's never going to make a cut spending that much energy to get to that point.
Well, but the other thing, too, is that he does know those courses. But, I mean, you're talking about a guy that, other than the Genesis, what other event that he hasn't played in a regular event in how many years? I mean, you don't count the Bahamas. And plus, when he does play in the Bahamas, he finishes last. In his own tournament.
The Hero?
Yeah, the Hero.
That's his event. But that's my question to you two.
Yeah.
Is, they're saying they're going to start giving him exemptions and stuff.
Yeah.
I know why they're doing that, but is it really worth doing that to see this guy struggle this much?
I don't think it is. If he were playing more tournament golf, then it might behoove him. Yeah, it might benefit him, I should say.
I feel like if he plays more, he'd be sharper. I feel like just coming in and trying to play 4 times a year against the best in the world when the talent gap has closed, tremendously.
Yeah.
That's part of his effect. You know what I mean? That his rise to domination has caused everybody to go, okay, what's the blueprint? What did he do? And everyone did that, and they tried to do it, times 10.
But the more Tiger played, the better he got. I mean, it's like that for a lot of people. But to watch him, man, it is really like I said, you literally cringe watching him because it is. He's getting on the back 9 of the of a Friday, and you just see the pain. You can just tell how much he's hurting, and it's just tough to watch.
Yeah, I just remember. I remember what was the one.
You only remember
there was
the
one
times.
clip at the Masters. No, there was one clip at the recent Masters where he was trying to walk. I can't remember if it was this Masters or the one before, and you could just his leg just bent like a certain way, and you were just like, that didn't look good at all, and I've never been down there, but they always talk about how hilly and the terrain just to walk that course.
It is.
It's insane. And what I've gone through, which is very minor compared to what he's gone through, but the reason I'm using myself is I don't know how he's swinging with what he's gone through.
Yeah.
Mentally,
it's
man.
Insane,
just
dude.
To go back and do that. Coming back from an injury, that's, not only is golf mentally tough enough, coming back from an injury and then trying to play golf, and especially one that he's had, one that's almost life altering. So
I'm listening to this audiobook. It's called Relentless. And it's the guy that Tim Grover maybe? I can't think off the top of my head. But at any rate, he talks about how everyone has a dark side. All these top athletes, people, successful business people, whatever. And he talks about how everyone has a dark side. And Tiger Woods was living in his dark side when he was on this run. And he had all these, women basically. And that was his alter ego essentially. And then when that went away, everything around him in his world just collapsed because he was exposed and that alter ego didn't exist anymore, essentially. Really interesting. Unfortunately, we got to talk about that because that's what happened to him if you think about it. I mean, granted, he was a little banged up, but still.
Yeah, mentally, especially, I guess, not only that, but just letting the entire world in on your home life. You know what I mean?
The exposure,
it's not like the rest. It's not like the rest of us.
No.
Something happened like that to us, we're not going to be on 5 o'clock news, not on Sports Center, not on every there's not going to be a notification that he's having a press conference about this. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely I think taking a toll, and then another thing is just being a dad to his 2 kids.
Oh yeah, he's been a great dad.
A lot of people don't realize that. I always I forget, there was always a guy that would sit at the bar out at the country club I'm at, and if there was one guy on tour that got married, he goes, "Oh, he's going to struggle for a year. Oh, he just had a kid. Oh, that's going to be a rough next year for him. He's going to have to adjust to that." And I just feel like that, raising 2 kids and then going through all that, he's handled it pretty well. And that, come out, and then you got to think, 5 years ago, he won the 2019 Masters.
You damn right.
Dude, and that was so cool because his kids were there.
Yeah, he sprinted over, and then, everything on, Instagram, anything social media, I remember this perfectly. There was a side-by-side of him hugging Earl at the 97 Masters, and then sprinted over at him hugging Charlie at the 2019. You're just like, oh man, that's like cold chills. It's just like you just feel like you just lived, like you just went just a generational gap just right there, just in 2 photos. and you're able to witness both. So, I mean, I was 8 years old when I watched Tiger Woods win the 97 Masters. So seeing him win 2019, I just remember watching it. I was like, I still have cold chills.
Yeah.
But now it's cool because you think about like our parents growing up and them getting to watch Mickey Mantle or whoever play golf, Ben Hogan, other sports, Wayne Gretzky, Jack Nicklaus. I mean, the list goes on and on. We literally got to see Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods.
History.
Absolutely.
Phenom.
And Neil Walker.
I'll tell you what. Hey, Pep. Yeah. Nearly. I'll tell you what we didn't get to witness, though, Pep. Or I've never witnessed. I don't know. You tell me if you've witnessed this, okay? Have you ever witnessed a golfer playing right-handed, then going left-handed, then trying to go back right-handed, and then ending up left-handed?
Basically just going back and forth until... No, yeah. I know of people that are right-handed and putt left-handed because of the breaks.
God bless Mark Bradley. He was one of them.
Yeah, exactly. God bless that man. But no, is that you? 19 Society here?
Yeah, that's the other part of the count. So like when I'm not posting memes, when it's not boring. Yeah, so I switched. I got my set of clubs probably 3.5 years ago. It was like March of 2021 when I finally got my full set. And you guys would appreciate this because I didn't have my full set of irons yet. So I was playing a demo at the time because I was still waiting for my clubs to come in. A demo 3-wood and driver left-handed, right-handed irons, left-handed wedges, and a left-handed putter. So
I mean, isn't that confusing though? That's got to be hard.
It definitely took a while, and it's still taking a while. But just being a natural lefty, growing up younger, I just kind of learned how to play the game righty. There's no left-handed, junior sets just laying around anywhere. You got to buy a custom. So I just started picking up playing the game righty. And I was playing with my brother probably back in I'd probably say, it was probably like the fall of 2020. And I was playing out at the Pines where I'm a member at. I just was playing number 2, and I hit this terrible shot to the left. And it was just like I pulled the ball so far, I was just like embarrassed. And I was just like, I'm just tired of this, just fighting, just, being right-handed. And, my brother was like, I'm tired of hearing you say this. Just switch.
He's tired of watching.
He's just like, just shut up. Just if you're gonna do it, then just switch. So I was like, you know what? That's the older sibling in me. I'm just like, screw you. I will. How about that? So walk up to the pro shop and talk to the pro in there. I was like, hey, can I borrow this lefty 7-iron? So later in the fall, I go play in a tournament down at Pete Dye. I play in the Big Smoke tournament.
Well, there you go, the Big Smoke.
Yeah, so I got invited down there. And we're playing hole number 6? Is that the one with the rock wall on the left?
Yeah, with the little creek.
Short par 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So like the guy I'm playing with, I hit my drive, and at the time I'm still obviously hitting it right-handed. So I have a left-handed 7-iron in the bag, technically a 15th club. And so I hit it right up next to this rock wall on the right side of the wall. So as a righty, how are you going to hit it? So I look at my partner and I was like, hey man, they're all the way over there. I don't know if they're counting my clubs or not, but I have a left-handed 7-iron. You want me to try and take a hack at this? He goes, well, I don't know how you're going to hit it right-handed. So, and he goes, and it's not like we're in contention for the lead. So, take a shot. So I got 7-iron in the bag, and I started, take 2 practice swings lefty, and I'm probably like 150 yards out, and there's that trap that was like a little bit, from my angle, was like a little bit left of the pin, and I just played this beautiful draw with a 7-iron just right over this trap, and it lands right on the green, like 15 feet from the pin, and I just like side-eye my buddy, and the 2 guys that you could just see them from the other fairway, and the one guy yells over, he goes, did he just hit that left-handed? And the guy was like, yeah. And so I looked at him and I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to start taking this seriously. So I came back in, after that tournament got fitted, then just started working on it left-handed, and then ever since I got my full set, I've been playing lefty.
That's wild. Now, weren't you going back righty though, or thinking about it recently?
Oh no, I just posted that I think that was an April Fool's post.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm like, what?
And so he felt you got one person. If there's one person, you're gonna get a 10.
Well, because I believe everyone. Anyways, good. I believe you too.
No, but definitely, there's definitely days when you're playing terrible. You're just like, why did I switch? So
that's fun.
But no, I enjoyed being able to switch, because I just feel more natural playing right now. And, you guys know, in golf, what's the one thing you want to be over the ball? It's comfortable. So, from the left side, that's what I am. So that's why I keep playing it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times we as amateur golfers, and I stress the word amateur because that's what we are, we always try to force things, or, we have swing thoughts, all of us, we're all guilty of it. But to become more comfortable over the ball, feel more comfortable, natural maybe, I don't know, that's ultimately what is going to benefit you in the golf swing anyways. When you feel like you're over the ball and you're not even thinking and you're just able to swing it, that's when you hit your best shots. 100%.
Absolutely.
So that's good, man. So that's been your little journey a little bit on the golf game. And yeah, you got a full-time job. You got a full-time job with 19 Society, and you're trying to groom a golf game. But you have time to sleep.
Yeah, I do it well.
He does.
As soon as, as soon as I hit the bed, I hit the bed. So, the thing I want to do more with this account is just, be able to play more courses, see more places, review more 19th holes, see their bars. Is that what
you're trying to do with that?
I would love to do that. If I could be like the diners, drive-ins, and dives of golf, 19th holes, I would sign up for that. If I had to go up and rate some of your best stuff at your restaurant, and you'd let me play your course,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I think I would sign up for that.
Why would you not push that though? I think I am.
I'm starting to. I just gotta make a few more contacts. So.
Well, I think we can help you out there.
I had to get out of Instagram jail too, so I can also push it.
So would you rate their drinks or the aesthetics, or what would you kind of rate?
Overall, vibe.
Man, if I walked in, I was just like, hey, this is your restaurant, your bar, your clubhouse bar or whatever. What are you, what's this place known for? What's the go-to drink? Some places, we have the best transfusion. We have a Paloma. We have a Bloody Mary that's got an entire chicken breast in it, something like that.
Yeah.
I would try their signature stuff.
Yeah, because every club I feel like has something that they pride themselves in.
Yeah, for sure. Some type of signature drink, some type of signature shot, something. So,
and the cool thing is the course you're a member, the Pines, is a phenomenal golf course, man. Every time I get to play the Pines, I love it. It's kind of tucked away there in the hills of Morgantown on the outskirts. Always had great greens. And we're hosting, West Virginia Golf Association, in partnership with Pikewood Energy, is hosting the Mid-Am this year at the Pines. I didn't see your name on the sign-up sheet, though. Well, by this point, it's over, but whatever.
Yeah. Probably not going to sign up for that one.
It's your home course.
Just being busy.
Yeah.
It is my home course, but I don't want to be shown up at my home course by people that are not from that home course. But no, I just enjoy. I play a little bit of competitive golf, but mostly when I'm going out and playing, it's usually walking out in the evening with my friends.
That's
18 on the carts on the weekends.
Yep. I love it, man.
I guess, that casual golfer.
Yeah. We used to do a Pete Dye versus the Pines event. It was every year. Mm-hmm. And we would play a Pete Dye, and then we'd come up to Pines, and, it was good camaraderie. All the boys loved it. We yuck it up a little bit. Now, for some members that were members at both clubs, because we do have that, shout out Kevin Pearson, he would play for the Pines. And it's KP. KP would play for the Pines, and forget
that
about
dual
us here.
citizenship. That's what it was.
Yeah, he does. He's got that. He's got it like that. But we don't do that anymore, and it's a shame because it was a fun event. And now I know I'm just talking colloquial right now because it's something only I know about, or esoteric talking, basically. But my point is, it was a great event, man. So I'm excited to play the Pines, though, here in a couple.
And that's like perfect time to do that. I feel like is always the fall. Anytime you have like it almost has that like feel. You know what I mean? Where it's just a little bit of chill in the air, go out.
I've never been there, but thanks.
You've never played the Pines?
No.
Not one time. I'll take you out there.
Not one time.
I mean, you probably don't want to take some of the ball flights I take, but.
What do you take? You high or low ball?
High or low? I'm trying to work left or right, trying to figure that out too. Man, I'm better when I play a low ball though. I usually like when I walk up to the tee playing lefty. I'm really good at just playing like a little low, just a little pull cut. If I could play that every time, I think that's because the Pines on the front nine now, the entire like front nine is like left OB, so I have to stare at OB the entire front nine. So that's where I've just kind of developed that natural pull cut because I'm just terrified of just re-teeing on one.
Yeah, because they redid the layout last year.
Yeah, they've also done a lot of improvements, man. They did a bunch of stuff to the range, so yeah. Layout, and they've got a bunch of projects going on.
Man, we're lucky though in this little region. And we got great golf, I'll tell you. But and you throw the Greenbrier in there in our great state of West Virginia if you want, or across the border right there in Southwest PA, Youghiogheny Country Club,
Pikewood National,
Peti, Nemacolin.
That's Pikewood right behind me.
There it is.
A little laid out.
Yeah,
I played it a few times. Yeah, I probably played it about 15, 16 times. That's a tough track. It's beautiful. Dude, it's so special. It's like, that's what I always tell people because, they ask me, they're like, what's it like playing Pikewood? I was just like, there's just not too many courses where you can walk up and you just see no divots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
there's no
so
landing
good.
zone. You're just like,
yeah, it's crazy.
And you're like, should I even take a divot? I should probably thin this. I don't want to mess up the course. It just looks too nice.
Yeah, it's like, it is. It's like if you had a Bentley or something real nice, you only drive it on Sunday afternoons if it's sunny. That's kind of like Pikewood. Like, you just kind of want to, don't mess with it too much, but when you're there, it's like, golly.
But then when I'm there, I don't want to leave too, so.
Yeah.
I think I could live in that pro shop too.
Yeah, it's kind of quaint and pretty cozy, man.
Good logo. Good everything.
Yeah. Well, we got to get you out though, man. We got to take you up Mystic, bring Pep down to the Pines now that he can play again.
Yeah, we can set that up.
Yeah, I'm dabbling now, boys. I'm hitting 270 bunts out there right now with the heel raise, but it feels good.
Do I need to get you a handicap flag still, or how?
Yeah, for
situation?
Sure. I'm not out of the clear yet. September 16th, that's my next appointment, but a handicap sign would be much appreciated.
Okay, we can work on it. We'll set it up then.
We got to do it, man. And I tell you what, man, we generally keep our episodes to about this time frame, and I just want to tell you I appreciate you coming on.
No, thank you for having me.
I'm going to throw you for a question here, which we might consider our tap-in segment presented by betnardi.com. Check them out online. But here's a question for you, Mr. Saab, 19th Society. You got one round to play with an influencer. You got Paige Peranic or Taylor Cusack. Who you going with?
Probably Taylor.
TC?
Really?
I would take Taylor over Paige.
Taylor takes a crack at that ball, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she takes a crack at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She don't hold back.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right,
past guest.
Past guest, yeah. We'll have to tell her that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should link you two up. Maybe you guys can do some content together.
No, let's set it up at Nemacolin. Let's do it.
Oh, that's right. You did. Yeah, let's do that. All right, you got one golf course you can play the rest of your life. What are you playing?
Oh, Laurel Valley Golf Club.
Really?
Yeah, that is one of my favorite courses. Just simple layout, Ryder Cup course. Also like that they keep on taking out trees. Love that. Yeah, it's just a really cool hidden course. Just and kind of Western PA.
Yeah, no, it's special too. All right, so what is your biggest goal with your social media handle at this juncture?
Man, biggest goal. At the beginning, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just figured, just kind of the connections and being in the golf world, was enough for me. But, the more that I gain followers, I am looking at different things. I'm not sure if that's, more of like an apparel type route. I've thought about a few ideas, like we talked about earlier, just the reviewing of courses. Is that what I want to do? Just being able to travel around and do that. So I'm kind of keeping my options open right now until, I'm at 28,000 followers right now, but I'm hoping to really gain and,
that's a lot.
Next few months or, next few years, hopefully. And, the things that kind of is the drama in golf. So
yeah, we need more drama.
We need more drama. And so, weeks like when they release the Netflix episodes, those are great for me because, that's usually during a dead time, like in the winter time when they release those. So, it's kind of a dead period where not much is going on and, there's not any really big tournaments yet. So the more that the golf is in the news or makes headlines is really what's best for my account right now.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
All right, let me ask you one last question here in the tap-in segment. What are you chasing?
Number one, when I'm on the course, I'm chasing fairways.
There you go.
At least, that's the first step to chasing a birdie, right?
It is.
No, I guess just, I don't know, man. It's just, just a simple life for me. Just the
everyday simple life.
Everyday simple life, just being stress-free. I feel like people that are stress-free and don't have to worry are the happiest. And then, they're what I call the richest people. So if that's what's being rich to me, I just need to make sure I just need to have enough money to go golf, every once in a while. That's my, that's my therapy. Let me hit a driving range,
Yeah, shit. That's great,
knock
man.
the ball around.
That's awesome.
It, so, yeah.
Love it.
Well, Andrew, man, it was so nice catching up with you here. And I know we're kind of from the same town, so we need to make sure we connect a little more often.
Maybe we just meet in the, what is it, gold lot, blue lot? What do you guys call it?
Well, we'll be in the gold lot.
All right.
And
well, then
he'll
I'll
be
see
in
you
the blue lot.
bud.
We might venture down there, though. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But
sounds good, man.
Thank you
brother,
so
man.
much. And
right.
Keep sending those videos of us every once in a while because they literally, I save them all and they're hilarious. So
I've got some more brewing in my head, but as soon as you had that leg injury, I'm not gonna lie, the Ricky Bobby one had me laughing as I was making it.
I love
the
it.
recovery.
Yeah, thank you so much.
my man,
We
make
appreciate
sure
it. Hit him
make sure you
straight.
guys, hit him straight, left or right hand or whatever. But make sure you check out the 19th Society on Instagram if you need some good laughs. My man, thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
19th Society, Andrew Saab. Thank you, my dude, for coming on. Finally, we literally have been trying to get him on for a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
So glad that you're off your suspension on Instagram. And I'm also glad that the third leg, Greg Norman, sends you a few messages here and there. So that's fantastic to hear. His social media game is growing. It's, again, dude, it's hilarious, but his memes on Instagram are so damn funny.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And I mean, the fact that the guy actually transformed his golf swing, you know what I mean? Going left or right to left.
Yeah.
And that's a tough thing to do. Believe me, there's been times in my life where I think maybe I should go left because I am left-handed. But I never hit the ball.
What if we tried it? You should try it. Why not? Get a 7-iron lefty and see how we hit him.
Yeah. You know what? I might try that.
And you might show up to the next number guest left-handed.
Getting pops.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, the next member guest I'm playing in isn't really a member guest because I'll be a pronghorn in Bend, Oregon with Steven Peering.
Does this ever get exhausting, man? It's your time. It's your time.
Well,
it's your year.
You know, what's funny is he's sending me now it's getting closer to the event, so he's calling me multiple times a day, which I respect and love because I love chatting with the guy. But you know, he kind of did me a disservice there getting the handicap set up. Typically I get one pop or so, but I'm at 0, And he's picking up 9. Now, I told him that even with 9, we still might be a little nervous. But he laughed, though. He thought it was funny. But while we're playing golf, you'll be playing golf in a member guest.
Yeah, I'm playing in Nemacolin member guest with Cole Taylor from the Playing Through group, which they're coming in. Cole Taylor, Tyler Reeve, and Charles Kelly from Lady Antebellum are all rolling in for the weekend and putting a little show on and playing in the member guest. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a fun time, dude, and I can't wait to get back in action, a little swing of things.
Yeah, you really are. You're starting to become a little more healed. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens when you take care of yourself. You took care of yourself. You got acupuncture. You ate right. Yeah. And, the holistic approach. And if you're trying to get into some holistic approach, there's no better place in the world than Nemacolin, because Nemacolin has the holistic spa. Nemacolin, south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Check them out online at nemacolin.com. You play 36 holes of golf, you go to the spa. The lady goes to eat, you meet her at the bar. It's great. Check them out again at nemacolin.com and plan your stay today. Maybe you'll see Pep. Maybe you'll see the Lady Antebellum guy up there. Maybe.
Yeah, Charles.
I feel like Schwinny knows that guy.
Yeah. I mean, he lives in Nashville. You should know a lot of these guys. So,
well, but I tell you what, that was a fun one today. It is. You know what? No matter how old this thing gets, which it does, it gets old. We'll admit it.
But I love seeing your face. It's like every 2 weeks I get to see your face.
We should just do this shit every night and not record anything. We could talk this way.
And it's probably be our best episodes. But guys, thank you again for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you follow along on Instagram and go follow 19 Society. I'm sure he's gonna do some funny shit for this. So check us out at Chasin Birdies and tee it high and let it fly. The fall is just beginning. It's the best time to play golf.
Agreed, my man. And you guys out there tuning in today, we really appreciate it. Make sure you go ahead and check us out, like JP said, on Instagram, Chasin_Birdies. And Evo and Allie and Emily over at Simpler Media, thank you for putting this thing together. Rachel London, Jacqueline DiPaterio, we appreciate your social media help. You guys enjoy your weekend. Watch some football, play some fall golf. And we will catch y'all in 2.